Yo guys, what's going on? This is Yorkie Man here and welcome back to another episode of my Football Manager 2019 save here with Sporting Lisbon. And we play Bran. I came back for the Bran game. If we win it, we do top the group. We are already qualified, but I would like to go through top of the group as per usual. And it is a straight slog out between Sampdoria and Qarabag to see who goes through between them. But we need to get into the finer details here as things are not going so well for Sporting at this moment in time. It's our little slouch of the year, but it's our worst dip in form we've had so far. But let's just quickly go through the game. So we beat Qarabag 4-0, Bastos, Martinez and Borja, and then getting a goal as well. We then beat Martino 2-1, Miguel Borja getting a double and Zizzo scoring for them. They were a tough game, really, to be 100% honest, and a good contender this season for top 4. We then lost 3-1, our worst defeat so far. We didn't play dreadfully, we had chances and opportunities. They literally buried everything. Every which opportunity they got, they put in the back of the net, so it made it pretty damn difficult when teams are doing that against you. Then played against Santa Clara and beat them 2-0, Wendell and Rafinha. Not mega convincing, but a victory nevertheless. We then played Rio Ave, a team that I was expecting to beat pretty comfortably. I think they was 18th in the league when we played them. We drew 1-1. Joseph Martinez scored for us, but we drew 1-1. We didn't play well. We battered them, but in terms of the result, we didn't play well. But I could accept the 1-1 because of the results that was going on around us, but then I cannot accept this one against Tondela. We go 1-up with Matthias Vital, and then Jonathan Silva gets himself sent off after Liam Boyce has scored. We try to push to get the win, and they scored again to beat us 2-1. Maybe our fault for pushing to try and get the win. You know, because I really didn't want to drop points. And instead we dropped all 3, but just a frustrating result. We were still superior to them, but the sending off cost us. So we're hoping to turn form around with only 1 win in the last 4 games by beating Bran today, considering we play Porto next as well, which is going to be huge. We look at the competitions, at this moment in time, apart from the boss frustration in the Cup, we are looking good. Benfica are not having a good time with 3 losses and 1 draw, but we are only 1 away from being exactly the same as them. They do have 2 games in hand. We need to keep tabs on this. Porto have drawn themselves 3 times, so for us to have not kept the pace, we could literally be throwing away the title this year. We played well enough, and to have given away the title against a team like Tondela is going to be really frustrating come the end of the season, but hopefully things balance out. You know, Benfica aren't having a great season, which is great for us. Porto aren't having the world's best season, but are yet to lose, and I'm hoping the first loss will be against us, kind of even the scales again if we can beat them, but we'll just have to see what happens. So let's get into the squad, let's pick the team, and let's play today's game. So, how am I playing this one? I have no idea how we're going to line up defensively. We've been dreadful recently, but Silva's definitely not going to start after getting sent off in the last game. Ruben Vezo is going to start for Bebeto because he's not been playing superbly in recent games. Defensively, we've been poor. Rafinha will come back into the squad as our winger. And Geraldes as the attacking midfielder. Cabral, we will keep Morelos in that position, but he needs to prove himself, or at least start proving himself, because he's not been superb so far. We've had some great performers this year, but at the same time we've had some dreadful performers. So I'm hoping with this squad that we've set out here, we could pick up a win. I'm also nervous coming into January that a lot of our players may be wanted. I am contemplating selling one of the big 3 strikers. Bastos obviously will be going nowhere unless like a ridiculous bid comes in. And I'd kind of like to keep Borja, so I think Martinez is probably the one we may look to push out. With favourites here, things are not tactically going well at the moment. Not with this tactic anyway. I'm going to run with it today though. And maybe a win will turn stuff around for us. But a loss here, I mean, as much as we'd still be through, that would hurt. That would 100% hurt. It's the first time this season that I've felt a bit uncomfortable with this tactic and the way we're playing. I felt crazy confident so far until recent games, where we seem to be getting picked apart by terrible defensive performances and mistakes. Beredos, is he going to go for it, or will he whip it into Dost, who scores, and that's 17 for the season, and we are 1-0 up. This is more like it going into the Porto game. We really need to find some kind of form, because that is going to be, it's going to be tough. Porto is going to be very tough. This is nice finish. Nice and easy. Let's keep it that way. I need to boost confidence. I really want a good result against Porto. If I'm right, I think we drew against them both times last season. I could be wrong. We might have won one and lost one. I think we drew against them in both league games last year. Benfica was the issue. Bastos disallowed. I thought it was going to be disallowed. Yeah, Benfica were the issue last year. Obviously, were the issue at the start as well, with the loss that we had early on in the season. But since then, we seemed really formidable in the league. At least I thought we did, until that more recent result. Wendell, Rafinha, that one will count, well, surely. Brilliant. And I'm going to bring off Porto, who seems to have picked up a little knock, which isn't good news for us. But Rafinha there with the goal, that's his 6th for the season. When we're playing well, we're playing well. But that little dip, it was if we can't break down the smaller teams to a degree. But Tondela did bring it, but we've been good against near enough everybody in the league so far this season. That was the first game where I was like, as soon as Silva got sent off, I probably should have settled for the draw and carried on playing counter like we were, instead of going for it. Probably my tactical mistake, but I just felt like they would go on Geraldes. I just felt like there was enough there to push and win. Clearly not. But this is good. This is a good side. We needed this, a good victory. Porto's going to be a tough game, but they're not superstars this year. Benfica are just outright underperforming with the squad they've got. I'll be honest, teams have got better. It seems to me this year, teams have got more dangerous. But yeah, hopefully we'll pick up a win against Porto and be back on form in the league, because this is a real good opportunity this year, really, to potentially win the league, but if not, at least finish second. With the performances that Benfica are having, we should at least be finishing second. This is good. 3-0 in the first half so far. Let's not let them get one back. I want us to be more commanding here. I don't want us to lose out. We do seem very compact in the midfield at times, though. You see, number 7's our attacking midfielder, and he's dropping back into this area. But all the midfielders seem to get congested in the same position. That's got to be off. No? Did he come off our player, though? It's going to be given. See, that again is an awful goal to concede. This is the type of goals we've started conceding. See, this is just sloppy defending. He's on his own. We passed it to him. He's on his own. They've scored. That's very frustrating. I expect better. I expect more. Thiago. Bastos get to that? No. We don't want them getting another one before half time. This could become Very frustrating. Very tough. Dost. There we go. There we go. The man himself. The man. The myth. The superstar that is Bas Dost. He's been superb this year, I've got to be honest. He's kept himself fit. He's kept himself in the squad. He's looked good. He's been key. Absolutely key to how well we're doing so far. Is this going to be another? It's 4-1 already at half-time. Are we on for a massively high-scoring game here, sorry? Lato, Rafinha, Wendell. Wow. 5-1. First half, 6 goals in the first half. Well, in the first 45 minutes. Wendell there, that's a good goal. I'm hoping he progresses quite a bit this year. I don't think he progressed enough last year. He's still pretty young. I think he's 22. I'm hoping this is the kind of performance I wanted going into the Porto game. Surely there's not more. Or is there? Lato, Rafinha. I must admit, I've noticed when Rafinha's playing, no one else can play that left-hand side as well as Rafinha. We look better when Rafinha is on the pitch. He has his odd game where he doesn't play well, but we look better when he's on the pitch. That's great there. Geraldes. Ooh, over. 5-1 is how we're going to end the first half, and we look good. Bas Dost with the double. Got to keep him on one more. I'm very happy. How do you not see anything else? But I'm very happy. Let's take a quick look at, let's just look at the league table. They're still drawing, so while they're drawing, it goes on head to head. Qarabag would be through. That's insane. Qarabag must have beat Sampdoria and then drawing in the second game. I would have had nailed on Sampdoria to be the team to come through. They've got a great squad. It was frustrating that we lost to them, but they've got an unreal squad. We played a bit more of a rotated team. In hindsight, maybe it was a bit of a mistake, but there weren't much on the line for us. We'd already qualified, and I wanted to focus on the league. It obviously hasn't worked out for us, and Daniel going close to that hasn't worked out for us because of recent results, but at the time, it made complete sense. I can't warrant taking Bas Dost off, though, can I? So I'll take Rafinha off Hernani. I feel more comfortable when Hernani's playing on that side than Martinez, simply because then he has to be an inside forward, which contradicts the other. I prefer when one's a winger and one's an inside forward. I get way more joy if one's a winger and one side's an inside forward. It doesn't really matter which way round that is, but I just get much more success when that's the situation. And it's been so hit and miss, Hernani. It's been so hit and miss this season where having an attacking midfielder or two up front. There's been moments where we play really well with two up front. It's benefited the strikers. But then there's been times where we've been too open and it benefits us to have the attacking midfielder. So it is a bit of an issue right now for me finding what is our formation. I'm struggling, to be 100% honest, on determining what is our best formation moving forward. At one point, I was pretty confident on the attacking midfielder situation, but we can't be dropping points. Hernani, we've start one in. Daniel Jankovic, go on. Jankovic back after that injury. He was looking good before he got injured as well. I'm hoping for good things from him. The all-round squad is strong this year. But right now, I'm just really feeling vulnerable defensively. So I'm really starting to push and contemplate, right, we're actually going to have to make some defensive changes because this isn't good enough. We're going to have to bring in a better breed of defenders. which is a shame because Mahrez on his day is brilliant for us. Absolutely brilliant for us. Good, he had a good game today, but some games he's awful. He'll be the mistake. I think we've already... I'll just double check now. That was a good victory, that. We knew we were through, but it's always good to pick up that kind of win. But let me just check. I think we've signed a defender. Marcelo is leaving us for 2.3 million. I didn't want him to go, but he wasn't happy being second string to a degree. So he didn't have much of a choice. I completely understand why he wants to go, so I've let him. This guy is who we brought in, Markovic. He looks good. He looks very good. He's only 19, he's Serbian, he's not costing us a bomb, but 15 tackling, 14 marking. His heading's pretty good at 14 as well. His composure's decent, his bravery. I like his positioning. His work rate's pretty decent, and his teamwork and his physicals are good as well with 15 strength. He looks like he's going to be good. You know what I mean? He looks like he's going to be, he's going to be tasty. He's already 3.5 stars, which makes him our best central defender with a 5-star ceiling. So I'm looking forward to him coming in. The 19-year-old definitely will... He'll do bits for us. He'll definitely do bits. But anyway, guys, that's it for this episode. The next time you see me, I will be coming back after January, and I will be playing Benfica. We haven't brought Benfica this season, have we? No, it was Braga, wasn't it? Yeah. So we will do Benfica as the next game. I'll get January out of the way, and I will play Benfica, and then we will know who we are playing in the Europa League, and so on and so forth. Hopefully we can turn form around now. Hopefully we could pick up a win against Porto. That'd be really nice. But anyway, guys, thanks a lot for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.